Okay, let's take a look at the results of the day. We did a different kind of copy pasting. I did 3 and 3, and it was great. We did accidentally did an extra one here. I got out real quick, but here's the results: almost $200 here, and 115, 114 in the other 3, and nearly 200 in the other 3. So I copy pasted 3 accounts together, and I copy pasted another 3 accounts. So we traded 6. I've got to start moving faster and get over the fear, because we only have 30 days to try to pass these before they bill me again. And that's the short version of what happened today. If you want to see the trades and the longer version of what happened today, enjoy the rest of the video. Peace. Okay, I'm tired of babying these Apex accounts. I need to pass these challenges. I have 20 of 19 left, and I need to get serious here. So I'm linking them up by 3s now. I'm going to copy paste 3 at a time on each chart. So right now we're into 3. On the bottom right, we've got 17, 16, and 18 linked together. And what I'm doing here on the top right, you can see the daily chart. I'm looking for the Fibonacci pullbacks, like I always do, certain support levels to buy. And right now we're in between the 50 and 62% pullback from this last pivot. And so that's why we're buying. The strategy is Fibonacci strategy, or support level strategy, or deep pullback strategy that I use all the time on this channel. And so we're going to let that first entry. Now with Apex, you can add once. That's it. You can only add once. You can't add more than that. So you have to be very careful how you add and when you add, and you can't just keep adding and adding to losing trades and then building up and hitting your maximum loss. You will not get a payout with Apex. So we have to keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm going to let this ride out here, and we'll see what happens today. Also, this big rectangle box represents the biggest moves I've ever seen on the NASDAQ, at least in the last year. 500-point move, a little bit more even. If this were to make one of its biggest moves to the downside, I need to know, okay, what's that going to be on a drawdown? How much is that going to hurt my threshold on the Apex accounts? And be very careful about that. So I would expect it maybe at the very most to potentially pull back to this 20 moving average. Okay, if it's going to have a gigantic, monstrous move down. We use the pivots, the most recent pivots that we can find, as our Fibonacci pullback. There's another Fibonacci pullback. We're using this pivot here, which is much deeper. But right now we're using the first obvious pivot to the left for the pullback on the Fibonacci levels. But I just wanted to point out, if this thing were to do a huge giant crash, that's what's going to hurt. Okay. Okay, we got some more levels down here at 18,740 and 18,725. Those are levels where we can add. I'm going to go ahead and grab one micro here. Wait, I got to make sure these are linked up. Okay, now that it's come down more into that support level, this is where my ad needs to be. I'll do my ad down there. But right now, I entered in these 3. This is linked to 3 altogether. So 14, 13, and 2 account are linked together, and 17, 16, and 18 accounts are linked together over here. So 3 and 3. This is linked to 2 others, and this one is linked to 2 others on the bottom. I'm long 2 contracts on the bottom right and 1 contract on the bottom left. And we're going to look to be very careful about adding into support when it gets to support levels. All right, this is what we're doing. You see how it's bouncing on the hourly chart and on the daily chart in the Fibonacci levels. Well, we're scalping on one account, making small little profits down here. Just keep scalping and scalping and scalping. The goal is to scalp on one account and let the other one run up. Okay, so that's how we're doing it. And if the one continues to run up and we're out of our position over here, then the other one's making money, right? And so buying lower on the one and actually buying lower on each one gives you a better chance for the lowest ones to bounce on the Fibonacci levels. Okay, so if you miss the 50% Fibonacci pullback on the one account, then you buy at the 62% Fibonacci pullback on another account, and then you buy at 63 on a different account. That way you're not continuously adding to a single losing position, but giving each account a better odd, a better probability of the bounce. I hope that makes sense.